Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Coach, after last night game, what kind of team can we expect for tomorrow night when you take on the Atletico?
Very good question. We will see. I'm not sure yet, but I just spoke to the doctor, so nobody is seriously injured. Unfortunately, Julian Draxler will be out also for the next game because he had felt a little bit of pain in the last training session here in the stadium. So, but I hope that everything works well out. We have training later at 6 o'clock with we try out with Marco Verratti and with Levin Kursava, for example. And if everything went well, because they had to rest yesterday in their progress of the pre-season, and everything works well, perhaps we can give them some minutes, and that would help us a lot in order of recuperation and in order of management the minutes.
Hello, Thomas. Just here. Question for the coach. How long do you think it's going to take for the whole team to be at 100%? Include the players who are still yet to arrive.
I don't know, because if I say a date now, I set perhaps my own limits, because if I say now we need 6 weeks, but perhaps we make it in 4 weeks, and perhaps we need 10 weeks. I don't know. We have to see, and it's a big challenge for me to be patient, because I'm a very impatient person in terms of sports and results. So as we all are as coaches, so it's a big challenge to keep my feet still, because we all want to have all the guys around us, and it's also a big challenge not to put it on the shoulders from them who arrive now. So, like for example, if Angel arrives now, or Thiago Silva, Marquinhos arrive in the next days, there's a big difference between arriving and being able to play, and then being able to play for whatever 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 90 minutes. So we have all like kind of adapt to that kind of new preparations, to that kind of new management of individual players, and hopefully, and that is what I'm also convinced about, that the players have a level where they can learn very fast, where we can all adapt very quick to our style of play, where we as coaches can also very fast adapt to the skills and the strengths of the players, because in the end we have no time. We all want it to be happen very fast, but at the same time, like I said, it's our obligation to be patient, to take care about the guys. But I'm looking forward.
Coach, I'm here. Is your aim to try to make players who arrive to play very fast, or to allow the young players who are now to play, and for you to see if they will be able to have longer time during the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big opportunity for the young guys now. Everybody, of course, wants to see the big names and the big players, and we are not happy that they are not here. But at the same time, I don't want. It's very important that we do not talk too much about this, who arrives and who is coming when, because it's all about now, and it's like, this is my true belief in my approach of coaching, and my true belief in the approach to sport, is that we take care about today, and not to like, everything's going to be better tomorrow, next week, or in 3 weeks. No, it's about today, and this is what we want to give to the team, and this is what I get from the team back so far, and this is also what Chichi says. The youngsters have a big opportunity here to be with us. They're giving everything, and that's why I'm very happy about the performances. Of course, we're not happy about the results, but the performances, as long we are able to be fresh, to play strong, like 65 minutes, that is totally okay. And they have it in their own hands. They show up now, and they show how much they can, what level they can compete with. But of course, for them, it's also easier now. it's also like a kind of an unfair situation for them, because it's a big difference if you play as a young guy with 17 years, with 16 years, like we did yesterday, and next to you is playing like an experienced guy, or next to you is the next 17-year-old, and next to these two guys is the next 17-year-old. So this is a huge difference. Or if you just have 2 or 3 players and everybody else on the pitch, that helps them a lot to develop. But for now, we take this very seriously, and the guys do the same. And everybody who knows me, I'm not afraid of letting young guys play when we think they are ready, and when we think they are fit, and when they have the minutes in their legs. They can go, and no matter if it's a friendly match or it's a what do you say, official match? Yeah.
Right. Question for the coach. So you said just now that there's a big difference between arriving and being ready to play. So does that mean that we won't be seeing Di Maria play tomorrow? And also, will we be seeing players like Neymar and Cavani come down to Singapore across the week?
I cannot even see Neymar and Cavani in Singapore because they will not arrive, so you cannot see them either. And for Angel, it's like I said, you know, if it's on me as spectator, as fan, as me, as I love the game, of course I would love to see Angel, because I'm his coach now and I'm very excited. But I have to take care about his health, and I have to take care about that we don't do things who are not reasonable. And so first things first. He came today after a long flight. He had one training session in the morning. He will have another on the pitch at 6, and then I have to decide, because I did not speak to him, but I guess when I ask him, he will say I want to play. So I have to be the reasonable guy here, and I will take this role. And like we did yesterday with Marco and yesterday with Levin Kursawa, they were very disappointed, but at the same time they understand what we do here and how we build them up, and the risk was too high. It's not that we don't want to play with these kind of players. We would love to, but at the same time, we have to be reasonable and to take care about them. It's the most important thing, but we need some time to answer that question. We'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, Coach, you had some really nice things to say about Adrien Rabiot after the first match in Austria. He was your captain. Again last night against Arsenal. There's a lot of speculation about his future at the moment. Have you had a chance to speak with him since you've been in Singapore? Has anything changed with his situation?
I have all the time to speak to him, and we had a lot of talks so far. And I just said yesterday, also in front of the team, Adrien and Christophe Nkunku and Las are doing amazing job, because they're here since the first day with us, first training all the training sessions in Paris and here in Singapore, having all the minutes on their shoulders, carrying the weight of the responsibility during all our friendly games. And they're doing it in a spirit that I love very much and that I appreciate a lot, because I know that we think it's normal, but it's not normal that they bring themselves in so much, these 3 guys, and Adrien is one of them. And as I said in Munich, I don't think that it's obvious. His talent is obvious. His potential is obvious. I don't think it's finished. I think there are still steps to go for him, still next levels to reach. And I'm convinced that there are still next levels to reach in this club, in his club, where he comes from the youth academy. And for me, it's very important to have these players from youth academy. But, it's a big but, we know about his contract situation, and in these kind of situation, it's on the players to devote and to make a confession and to make a commitment. My opinion about this and about his development is clear, and he knows that. It's on him.
Right. Question for the coach. So Neymar has come in for a lot of criticism during the World Cup for a lot of play acting. So I was wondering, what do you think that's a problem? What do you think about that? And do you plan to speak to him about it?
I mean, I'm young, but I'm not like so young that I don't know that when I speak about Neymar, it has a lot of potential to every word that I say. So the best thing is like when I speak with him about something is that we do this in closed rooms and under 4 eyes. So I'm very sure that I have a connection with him, and I'm very sure that I need to have a connection, a close connection with these kind of players. And like I said, he's an outstanding player. He knows how to handle big victories. He also knows to handle defeats and losses, because that's the way sport is, and it's always a big challenge to bounce back, and I will help him for that. What I talk with him, when I talk with him, it's the secret that I keep.
Coach, in the few weeks that you have the squad, I'm sure you have formed the assessment of the squad. Are you satisfied with what you have at your disposal, and are there plans to strengthen the squad in any way?
Yes, I just can say this is the same thing that I said before. We lost Thiago Motta in central midfield, not only as a player but also as a personality, big personality, experienced international player. We have Dani Alves out for surgery. We sold Berchiche for because he wanted to leave and play more. So these 3 positions are obvious position. We have to get guys to fulfill our squad and at the same time lift our level up in training. This is very, very important. And we're working on that, of course. It's not the time to talk about things because things are not finished, and when they're finished, you will know. But of course, we work on that, and at the same time, it's important that we focus on what we have and give all the energy to the guys we have here and push them forward, that they can be the best they are.
Final 2 questions.
Question for the coach. You are going to have 2 world champions as a goalkeeper, which is good for you, but how are you going to handle the situation? Because they both want to play, so how are you going to do with it?
It's very easy. I give it to Gianluca Spinelli and ask him. He has to decide, and I lean back. No. But first of all, I'm happy to have the quality, and with Chichi we don't only have quality, we have personality at its highest level, and you can see it in every training session and in every lunch and in every dinner, this kind of personality and this kind of leadership spirit that he brings into our group. And, for that, he's not afraid to fight for his place. Kevin and Alphonse are not afraid to fight for their place. So this is a kind of how do you say, a kind of competition that I would love to have in every other position, but unfortunately right now we only have it in goals. But it's a situation we cannot solve here in this press conference, and we cannot solve tomorrow. This is, in my experience, something we can handle relaxed, but clearly when everybody is there and everybody is shown up and everybody is healthy at the top level, and then it's time to decide.
Yep, final question.
Yeah, hello for Mr. Tuchel, please.
Yeah.
Do you want a new central defender this summer?
Well, you know, I know that you ask these questions, and it's hard for me to answer because, I mean, if we start into this now, we would talk for hours. So what kind of central defender? We have 3 central defenders on top level. I believe in Kim. I believe in Marquinhos, and I believe in our captain Thiago Silva a lot. So it's right now it's 3 at the top level. What happens if one gets injured? What happens if we need to rest one? What happens if one is out for a yellow card, for a yellow-red card, something like this? So you have to be prepared for everything. So that's why we also try like to play with 3, but with 3 you need even more, huh? Than only play with 2. So these are the kind of questions. Planning a team is a big thing, and it's not about that like a coach raises his hand. So I'm not the kind of coach that says I need this player or I cannot play my style. No, we have to see what makes sense and what does not make sense, but that we need defense players with a situation from Dani Alves and the situation for Bashir and Levin unfortunately was out for a lot of training sessions because of back problems. So I'm a bit concerned in this kind of area of the game, of course. And everything is possible, but you know, we have 3 big guys and 3 good guys, and my true belief is in them. But I want to, at the same time, be prepared for any case that I described.